So hello guys, welcome to Code with Med. So today we are going to solve a problem, generate parentheses. So we are given in this question that we have to generate parentheses, number of permutations which will generate valid parentheses. Like if we are given n is equals to 3, then we have to then n is equals to 1 means a pair of parentheses, valid parentheses. Okay, so n is equals to 3 means number of valid permutations, valid balanced parenthesis permutation. Okay, like n is equals to 3 means like we for n is equals to 3 we have permutations of parentheses like this. Okay, first, second, third. Okay, now second will be this, third will be this, fourth will be this, and fifth will be yeah. So yeah, fifth. So we will generate fifth will be like fifth will be like, yeah, fifth will be like this. Okay, so we have to generate number of valid parenthesis permutation. Okay, according to given value of n. So now let's come to the point. So how will we be able to generate balanced permutation, balanced parenthesis permutation? Okay, first remember one thing, like taking the example of n is equals to 3, we can see here that if we are opening it, okay, if we are opening it, then we are again opening it, then we are closing it and closing it. Okay, remember that the permutation should not be like this. Okay, should not be like yeah, this will be invalid. So after observing all these permutations, we are able to infer that, we are able to conclude that whatever the valid permutation is, we have one thing in common between them, that when there is an opening bracket, then the closing number of bracket should not exceed the number of opening bracket. Okay, like if we are given 2 opening brackets, then we cannot have 3 closing brackets, right? If we are given 1 opening bracket, then we cannot have 2 closing brackets. If we are given 0 opening bracket, then we cannot have more than 0 closing brackets. Okay, so like if we are having a 3 opening bracket, then n is equals to 3. So as we have completed 3 opening brackets, now we have to close 3 we have to put 3 closing brackets too. So okay, like this. Okay, now like if we are having 2 opening brackets, then we can have any number of we can have less than 2 or 2. Okay, 2 or less than 2 number of closing brackets. So like we can have this, we can have one closing bracket or 2 closing bracket, or we can have 0 closing bracket, or we can have 0 closing bracket and 1 more opening bracket. But till now, and the value for n is equals to 3 for opening bracket is finished. We can now only have close n is equals to 3 for closing brackets. So now for closing brackets, n equals to 2 now. For closing bracket, n equals to 1 now. For closing bracket, n is equals to 0 now. Got it? Got my point? Okay, so up till here, I think you have understood the concept which I am going to use in this problem. We will use recursion here. Okay, we will use recursion. So what we will be doing in this, we will be adding a string, like if we are taking 2 variables, open and close, both will be initially 0, or you can say 0 should not be, 0 will be okay, but it will take one more parameter. So I'm taking open as n and close as n. open as n and close is equals to n2. Okay, so now initially what will I gonna be doing is that if I am opening a bracket, then I am going to decrease open by 1, so my open will be n minus 1. And if I am closing the bracket, then I am also decreasing close by 1. Okay, so close will be now n minus 1. So I will close the bracket only when it is greater than open. I will close the bracket only when it will be greater than open, means open is less than close. Okay, open is less than close. If this is the condition, if this condition satisfy, then only I can close the bracket, then only I can append closing bracket to my string. Okay, now let us take an example for n is equals to 3. Okay, suppose initially we are, okay, let's turn the page. So initially we are having n is equals to 3, and initially we have an empty string. So now if I am going to initially my open is equals to n and close is equals to n. Open is equals to n and close is equals to n. So now if now see, close is, I cannot append closing bracket because close is not greater than open. So I will append a opening bracket. Okay, an opening bracket. So s is equals to this now. Got it? S will be equals to this. Okay, so now my open will be n minus 1 now. Open will be n minus 1 and close will be n. Got it? Now I can now my close is greater than open. Okay, my close is greater than open. Now either I can append closing bracket, or I can append an opening bracket. Okay, so now like here my opening will be 2 and closing will also be 2, and here my opening will be 1 for n is equals to 3. My opening will be 1 and closing will be 3. Okay, and from now here we cannot append a closing bracket because 2 is not greater than 2. So that's why I am appending a opening bracket here. Okay, now here I can append closing bracket and opening bracket 2 because 1 is greater than 0. Okay, I will append the opening bracket until my opening bracket is greater than 0. Got it? So there is one way of adding opening bracket here, and another way is that we can append a closing bracket here. So 0, 3 and closing bracket, yeah. So here 1, 2. Got it? So up till here we are having 3 permutations. Okay, 3 permutations. Now here will be yeah. So 1, 3. Got it? 1 is opening, 1 is opening, 2 is closing. 1 is opening and 2 is closing. 0 is opening, 3 is closing. 1 is opening, 1 is opening, 1 opening bracket left and 2 closing bracket left. Got it? So now from here I can append 1 opening bracket, or I can append a closing bracket. Okay, if I append opening bracket, then this. If I append opening bracket, then this. If I append a closing bracket, then what will be happening? This. Okay, from 0, 2, 1, 1, and if I am going to append now here I can't append an opening bracket. Got it? I can't append an opening bracket because my the value for open is 0. Okay, so I will append only a closing bracket. Got it? I will only append the closing bracket. So this will be 0, 2, and my bracket sequence will be this. Got it? And from here I can append an opening bracket or a closing bracket, both. So if I append the opening bracket, then it will be like this. If I append the closing bracket, then my sequence will be like this. Got it? 0, 2 here and 0, 2 here and 0, 2 here and 1, 1 here. Okay, from here we are going to append 2 closing bracket. Okay, to closing bracket. So to closing bracket, because on further recursion I cannot add a closing bracket, so there is there is not it is not necessary to append to append the tree to make the long tree. Okay, so that's why I'm appending I'm outputting the final result here, and here one opening bracket and one closing bracket. Okay, since we cannot append not append a closing bracket here, because one is not greater than 1. Okay, so we will append, firstly we will be appending an opening bracket, and then we will be appending a closing bracket. Got it? So this will be my string. This will be my string. Got it? Now I am only able to append 2 closing brackets here. So because opening bracket is 0, number of open is 0, so this will be another string sequence. Now I could, here also open value for open is 0, so I'm going to append a closing bracket 2 times. Got it? Okay, so this is another sequence. And now since open value for open and value of close is 1 1, so we cannot append closing bracket, because close is not greater than 1. Okay, 1 is not greater than 1. That's why we are going to append first opening bracket, and then we are going to append closing bracket. Got it? So this will be my string sequence. Got it? So we can create a larger tree for n is equals to 4 using the same formula, using the same concept. Okay, for n is equals to 4 we will be going to create same tree with same concepts. Okay, so now I am going to tell you the code. What will be the code for solving this problem? Okay, so let's move toward the coding solution. What I did in my code. So firstly we have to return a vector of string in which we are going to have all the permutations of valid permutations of parentheses. So I have created an vectors of string and answer, and initially string and empty string s, and I have called the recursion. So here the first n is open. Okay, the first n is open and the second n is close, as I have told you in the pen paper mode. Okay, and here I have sent the answer here I sent the answer variable as a reference, vector answer as a reference. So now if close is less than open, then we have to return, because this is not a valid permutation. Okay, if open is greater than 0, if open is exactly equals to 0 and close is exactly equals to 0, means our string is our string is now completed. Okay, so I have pushed it into my pushed it into my vector. Okay, so now string x, I have a string x where I have appended closing bracket, and string y where I have appended opening bracket in s. Okay, so if open is greater than 0, then if open is greater than 0, then I can append opening bracket. Okay, and then I will operate it further. I will operate the finding. I am calling finding function again, and I am operating it again. I am operating the finding function again using this string. Okay, and if close is greater than open, then I am using string x as using string x in another recursion. Okay, like in another operation of finding function. Okay, so here I hope you understood what I did. So if I will submit my solution, then it will be giving correct answer, like you will see in few seconds. Yeah, so it is giving correct answer. Same with the LeetCode. You can implement this problem on LeetCode too, and it will be very good. Okay, I hope you understood. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment section. I will be there to resolve your problems. Okay, thank you guys. Keep watching Code with Met. Okay, thanks. Bye bye.